Hi everyone and welcome. This is my picks for the awful films, the disgusting, perverted, boring, lame, unintelligent, uneventful, uninspired, boring. Did I say that already? Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, this is my top picks for the top 20 worst films of the year 2015. If you see a movie on this list that you enjoyed, that's perfectly fine. This is my list, and it's my opinion. So if you have your own, please share it. Let me know if you made a video, and I'd love to check it out. This will be my final video about movies, not including the Oscars coming up this Sunday, but about movies in general of the year 2015. I'm going to count down really quick, number 20 to number 11, and then the final 10, I'll say a few more words and hopefully get this video done under 15 minutes. I'd really like to do that because I'm tired of talking about these movies, and I'm ready to see a lot of terrible movies in 2016. All right, everyone, my battery's dying, so I'll be right back. All right, everyone, here we go. Counting down number 20 to number 1. Number 20, Pitch Perfect 2. Number 19, Poltergeist, the awful remake. Number 18, Fantastic Four. Number 17, 50 Shades of Grey. Number 16, Hot Pursuit. Number 15, The Gallows. Number 14, Sinister 2. Number 13, Hitman, Agent 47. Number 12, The Boy Next Door. And number 11, The Loft. These are all movies you should avoid at all cost. Unless you saw them already, like I did. All right, so here we go. Counting down number 10 to number 1, to the worst movie, counting down whatever to the whatever. Okay, number 10 is Pixels. Really quick, I still like Adam Sandler because he has given us some really funny comedies in the past, and every once in a while he'll work with a director and give us something really unique and special. But sad that he worked with one of the greatest directors of all time, Chris Columbus, who gave us Home Alone, Only the Lonely, Mrs. Doubtfire, the Harry Potter movies, and now Pixels. This movie should have been a lot of fun. It should have been a lot of fun, but in the end, it was just boring and very unfunny. Number 9, we got one movie from DreamWorks last year, and that movie was called Home. The commercial for Rihanna and her talent. Not saying she doesn't have talent. I don't really like her as a singer. Don't really know her as a person. But as an actress and as a movie that just promotes her, this is just garbage. The animation is nice, but the story is boring, shallow, and forgettable. Number 8. A Girl Like Grace. This film I saw at the This film I saw at the LA Film Festival last year. Went to the premiere. Saw a lot of people who are passionate about something, and I do admire that. I do admire being passionate about anything that you are passionate about, even if it's crap. And sadly, this movie wants to be precious. That movie from 2009, that great movie from 2009. But sadly, the message for this film is really awful. And the characters don't know if they're in a comedy or they're in the drama. And this movie made me very upset. A lot of people didn't see it, thankfully. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if it's ever going to get a theatrical release. It doesn't deserve it. But if it's on Netflix one day, make sure you avoid it. Number 7, The Lazarus Effect. An incredible cast. Olivia Wilde. That guy who's a rapper from Community. What's his name? Donald Glover. Donald Glover, I think his name is. And Mark Duplass. A really great cast. But such a uneventful horror film that goes where every other horror film goes, completely nowhere. And it's sad to see a cast like this be in an awful, god-awful film. Boring, tedious film like this one. Avoid, please. It's on Netflix right now, so you can definitely not watch it there. Number 6, Vacation. The somewhat reboot, remake, rehash, stupid, telling, R-rated, gross, raunchy, juvenile, sad, because this franchise actually means something to a lot of people. It means something to me, especially what we got in the 80s with that trilogy, Vacation, European Vacation, and Christmas Vacation. And Ed Helms just looks like he doesn't want to be there. And the rest of the cast is awful. And it's sad that Beverly D'Angelo and Chevy Chase have cameos in this film. I wish this movie did not exist. And I'm glad it doesn't say National Lampoon's Vacation. It just says Vacation. So it'll never be tied to the original. And it'll hopefully just be forgotten. And hopefully no one will ever have to see this movie ever again. And hopefully we'll never get any more films with the Vacation name. And if we do, I want Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo to be in it. I want it to be written by John Hughes, who sadly has passed away. And I want it to be directed by Harold Ramis, who has sadly passed away. So that movie hopefully will never exist. Number 5, this movie should have been so much fun and beautiful. It's done by an amazing director. The film is called Pan, and you should pan this Peter Pan movie. Peter Pan is such a great story, and it's been done in interesting ways, like the Mary Martin musical, and the original Disney film, and Spielberg's Hook. And I really love Johnny Depp in Finding Neverland. A really great film that if you have not seen it yet, check it out. I think it's from the year 2004. But this one, right in the name, it tells you what you should do with this movie. Right in the frickin' name. I don't know what they were thinking with the music choices. It looks like that was a bad idea from the beginning, so they scrapped it and never really used it throughout the rest of the film. The movie looks awful. It should look good. And it's got an impressive cast. Some amazing actors in this film. It's such a missed opportunity, I tell you. Number 4, Taken 3. Wow, 2015 started off right with this terrible piece of trash. And I love Liam Neeson, and he looks like he just doesn't want to be here. And they just made it, hopefully, just to make some quick cash. And the worst director working in the business not only is Uwe Boll, but a lot of his movies don't even get released in the theaters anymore, thankfully. But this director, Megatron, whatever, he doesn't know how to hold on to the camera. His cinematographer is having a seizure the entire time, and I think he should take some medication. And hopefully, because of this, we will never, ever get a Taken 4. Taken was a really great idea, and I think they're going to make a TV show now about it. So I think that's probably the best thing to do. And let Liam Neeson be in better films, or at least have fun. And we can actually tell what he's going through. This movie, I checked out like halfway through because the camera just wouldn't stop shaking. All right, number 3, Jupiter Ascending. This movie was supposed to come out the summer of 2014. It was pushed to, I think, February or January 2015. And I definitely know why. The whole world knows why, because I think a lot of people were excited to see it. We love the Wachowskis from The Matrix and Bound, and I love them for their work with Cloud Atlas. But this is a beautiful piece of crap. And in the end, it is still crap. And I don't know what they were thinking with this film. I don't know what they were trying to do. A great cast. The movie looks great, but I couldn't tell what really was happening half the time. And nothing really made sense. And it was just terribly boring. And that's the sad thing. Especially when you go and see it in IMAX in 3D and you're still bored, that is not a good sign. So if you have not seen Jupiter Ascending, you know what? I'd say it's definitely worth seeing just so you can see how bad it is. There you go. Number 2 and number 1 are kind of in the same boat. They're technically the worst films that I saw in 2015. So, when I mention them, I'm just thinking it's like a collective number 1. But here we go. So number 2 is Magic Mike XXL, another film with Channing Tatum. You know what? I like Channing Tatum. He's grown on me, and I like him. Even when he's in a terrible film. And we're probably going to get another 22-3 Jump Street, which I'm not looking forward to. But I was kind of looking forward to Magic Mike XXL. Because they surprised me with the last one. They actually gave it a story. It wasn't just about a bunch of men stripping. And of course, that movie had more female nudity in that one. And it had more story in the first one. And I think a lot of people were upset about that. So they got the movie that they wanted. This movie is just nothing. There's nothing to offer. It is the showgirls of our times. But at least with the showgirls, there's maybe some entertainment value from it. With this one, I'm sorry for the women who are looking for male nudity. I don't think they got any. And they didn't really get a story, which they probably didn't want it. And there's no female nudity this time, so there you go. The movie looks good, but it's just them hanging out and going from place to place, like a road trip movie that goes nowhere, with a bunch of strip scenes that go nowhere, and an ending that goes completely nowhere. That left me going, I know this movie wasn't made for me, but the first one wasn't made for me. And they actually tried to appeal to a mass audience instead of just making a movie. With this one, they just wanted to make a stripping movie. And hopefully we won't get another one of these. And everybody can move on. And Steven Soderbergh, with his great cinematography and his great direction, if he's going to return as a director, I'd like to see him. I know he didn't direct this film, but he did produce it, and it definitely looks like a Steven Soderbergh movie. So I hope that we get more movies from Steven Soderbergh, and I hope this guy who directed this film will just go back and being Steven Soderbergh's best friend. All right, the final one. Technically, it's a collective one, but it was the worst movie that I saw and made me the most upset because it should have been a lot of fun with its very creative idea. And because I was once a scout, a Boy Scout, an Eagle Scout. So I was kind of looking forward to this, a mixture of these two genres. Of course, the worst movie that I'm talking about, in my opinion, of 2015 is called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Again, should have been a fun idea in the same vein as Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland, but this movie this wasn't a really good satire of the Boy Scouts of America, which it could have been, or a great satire of zombie movies, or a great satire of just action movies in general. I was really offended by this film. Not because of the crude jokes or the whatever comedy that was in there, but just by the presentation alone. Just where they went, the things they tried. It was so unsuccessful. And it really made me upset. So, if you ever come across this movie, I don't suggest you watch it. I suggest you pull down your pants and do duty on it. Or piss all over it. Or rip it up, destroy it. But don't watch it. Please, promise me that you'll never watch this movie. Actually, promise me that you'll not watch any of these films. Even the one that I gave a slight recommendation that you should see. None of these films are worthy of your precious time, your precious money that you work so hard. That's all I got to say. I am done with talking about the worst films of 2015. I'm looking forward to many movies to see this new year. Whether they're bad or good, doesn't matter. Because that's where the adventure lies, the excitement of going to the theater and hopefully seeing something interesting, whether it's bad or whether it's good. Everyone in the comment box below, share your top whatever worst films of the year. Look forward to more videos from me, of course, coming about the Oscars and my most anticipated films of the year 2016, which I hope to do next week. Again, I thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out my stuff. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I look forward to hearing your opinions as well. Goodbye, everyone. Peace out.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.